Hello, this is Aiden Prasad. I'm demoing the release candidate for Malicious Eyes, and the major improvement from the demo of the beta build is that now the laser has way better accuracy regardless of how close or far away the stereo camera is from the system. So let me just move it around a little bit. So before, when I would move it close or far, the system would have a lot of difficulty with the accuracy. And this is chiefly because I was assuming that the coordinates of the camera and the turret were the same. However, there's a vertical and out of the paper offset of the turret from the camera. So I had to account for this and map the headings received from the camera onto the headings received from the turret. However, mathematically, this is a little difficult because we need a Z distance of the stereo camera, from the webcam, and we don't get that. So the solution is to make an estimation, because we know exactly how wide this camera is. So we should also know how big it should appear on the screen at certain distances. So how big it's on the screen can tell us implicitly an estimate of how far away the stereo camera is from the system. So once we have this Z estimate, we can then map this point, this red point, into an X, Y, and Z coordinate and relative to the camera coordinate system, and then map it onto the turret system. So that was a huge improvement. I'll detail the math in either the repo or my appendix of my paper. Another big thing is we have revamped the calibration scheme. Previously, we were trying to line up the turret with the camera's orientation. However, in recent weeks, I determined that the camera is more susceptible to error than the turret. So, the new strategy is to try to line up the camera with the orientation of the turret. And here's how we do that. I'm going to click Calibrate, and these dots will appear here, and this is the dot that we're mainly concerned about. I'll talk about these two later. First, I'm going to hit 30 centimeters. This will instruct the turret to point at this spot right here, but 30 meters away. And then take a flat piece of paper, put it 30 centimeters away, and if it's calibrated properly, if the camera is in the correct position, this blue dot should line up with the center circle. Same thing for 50 centimeters. Nice. And 100 centimeters. Pretty good. So with this new calibration system, all you need in the field is a ruler, tape measure, a meter stick, and a flat surface. The intent of these green circles is to eventually remove the need for the ruler, as we'll have measurements on this piece of paper we'll put dots similar to these black dots on the paper at the specified measurements, so that all you have to do to ensure that you're 30 centimeters away is line up these dots here, and that will ensure that you're 30 centimeters away. And then same for 50 meters away, there'll be two different dots, right, because these are farther away now. And then same for 100 centimeters away. Well, thank you for coming to my release candidate demo. The subsystems are finally totally built out, bug-free for the most part, except for this one bug that I keep encountering where it's not liking a type conversion from float to int, so I have to hunt that down. That was just a minor bug that I found. But the math bugs and the inaccuracy of the laser at different distances has been resolved with the Z estimate, and the calibration scheme I think is a little more intuitive than what I had before. So I'm looking forward to, in the product release, revamping this GUI purely cosmetically to bring it into the next century, and then cleaning up any other bugs I find in user testing. Thank you so much.